Ever since the day that you went away, you've been sending flowers to me, flowers today.
Hello lovely people, thank you so much for stopping by on my channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to make these absolutely gorgeous little meringue kisses. These are raspberry flavour ones, and please make sure you stay tuned to the end because there are some really gorgeous little variations on these, so keep watching people.
Flowers come back to me and hold me in your arms again.
Please find a list of ingredients and equipment below in the description box. Enjoy watching! First you'll need some fresh or frozen raspberries, just a couple of handfuls. Pop them into a pan, put them on a low heat for about 5 minutes. Keep a good eye on these, it's very easy to burn them, but what you're looking for is for them to reduce down into quite a thick mush, like a jam. Next, use your wooden spoon to push this through a sieve. Now you're only going to end up with a couple of tablespoons of the puree, but don't worry about that because you really only need a very small amount for this recipe. This is going to give you the most amazing flavour and colour. For the meringue, the ingredients couldn't be more straightforward. It's just caster sugar, egg white and cream of tartar. You'll also need a food mixer with a balloon whisk attachment or a handheld whisk, and a couple of baking sheets lined with baking paper. Set your oven to 100 degrees Celsius. So I hope you're listening very carefully because here comes the first top secret for making meringues. At no point whatsoever must any fat or grease get into your mixture. So when you're cracking your egg, please make sure that you don't break the yolk. If you do, you will have to start again because you might think that you've got all the yolk out of your mixture, but you probably won't, and then your meringue is just not going to work. So check your equipment is clean, make sure those eggs are all white and you're ready to go. Pour all the egg whites into a bowl and whisk them together. This is going to take you a few minutes. What you're looking for is a really firm consistency. So just keep an eye on it and keep going, we'll get there. This is the consistency you're looking for, so it should be really quite stiff and frothy, and at this point you can add in your cream of tartar. This helps to stabilise the mixture, which I would recommend because we're going to be piping and it will help it maintain its shape. Now you're going to add the sugar in 3 parts, whisking well in between, and you'll notice the mixture becoming more and more shiny as more sugar goes in. Also on the faces of people going by. So how do you know when it's ready? When you take out the whisk from the mixture, it should form a stiff peak, and only the very thinnest bit at the top is allowed to bend over. If there's any more bend than that, it's not stiff enough. And the second test is if you tip the bowl upside down, it should all stay in like that, and it should be nice and shiny. Cut the tip off your icing bag and insert the nozzle. A nice wide open nozzle like this one is fine. You don't need a particular size. Anyone that looks something like this is going to be fine. At this point you should be getting pretty darn excited because you are about to pipe your meringue kisses and you are going to love them. So get your paintbrush, get the raspberry sauce, put some stripes up inside that bag, and that is going to give you the colour and the flavour for these delicious little treats. Carefully spoon in the meringue. This is quite messy. Don't worry, just go for it. Pop it in there, get as much as you can in. Unfold the top of the bag and then pop a bit more in if you can. Give the bag a little shake, try and get out any pockets of air, but not too much because we don't want to flatten the meringue. If you want to put your bag inside a large glass or something while you fill it up, that can be helpful. twist the top of the bag closed when you're ready to pipe, and you're going to use this top hand to squeeze out the mixture. Just take off the first bit and then go and pipe your meringues. Now the first couple, just count them as testers if you like, but what you're trying to do is create the same sized circle on your parchment each time, and that way you should find your kisses come out quite even. Going into the second batch, I wanted to make these ones a bit larger, so I held the nozzle about a centimetre above the paper before squeezing, and you can see these ones have a bit more volume. Now these are ready to go in the oven, but we're not going to stop there. Why not, while you've got all the ingredients out, make up some more mixture, colour it with some pink food colouring, get yourself some other nozzles, some smaller ones, some closed tip ones, fill some bags with some white and pink mixture. So there you are, you can see I'm just putting the white in down a gap there, squeeze that down. When you're piping, make sure you hold the nozzle above the paper. Don't drag it along, otherwise you'll just end up with a mess. You want a nice smooth line. So pipe out your heart shape and then just fill it in using different sized and shaped nozzles. Why not pipe out some roses as well? These are great for sandwiching together with either cream or chocolate. So start from the middle and then just take the nozzle round in a spiral shape. I'll show you another one. These ones I've just used food colouring rather than the raspberries, but I'm going to add some dried raspberry and sprinkle that on them, and that will give them a bit more colour and flavour. These have just come out of the oven, so I'm just going to check that they are ready by tapping on the bottom. And you can see that's gone completely hard and it makes that little tapping sound, so that's done. If they're soft, you need to put them back in for about 15 minutes and keep doing that until they come out solid like that. Don't forget, meringues do not like moisture. Leave them to cool in the oven once you've turned it off. The flavour of these is unreal on its own as a treat, but how about adding some cream or maybe dipping some of the meringues in chocolate? Who's not going to love that? If you want to add any sugar embellishments like I've done with these lollipops, you simply sprinkle them on just before you put them in the oven to cook and they'll be fine. Now if you're really trying to impress somebody, get yourself some edible gold leaf. You can actually just pick it up in Waitrose or you can buy it online. Don't forget, you'll find a list of ingredients and all the things you'll need to make these in the description box below. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and happy Valentine's.